Happy Monday.
Today feels like a Monday.
It does.
Feels like
The weather, everything.
It's
It's
very
just
Monday. Yeah. So, guys, let's start off with today's headlines because we actually got a lot more headlines as we were just sitting here waiting for the show to come on because people was just acting up. Things were going on. So, first, let's start with Future. Y'all know he always has baby mama drama. So, he had some more pop off with one of our most messy baby mamas. She's my favorite because
What number is this?
I don't know. Brittany might be like number 3, 4.
Oh, dang.
Their son Prince.
Okay.
But she's like the most boisterous one. Love
Yeah.
her. And then we have DaBaby and Danny Lay. I guess they're back together again.
I saw that. But I don't.
Are we really
I thought his baby
handclapping
mama
that?
wasn't
I don't
having
know.
it.
She dropped a diss track, child. It's a lot going on with that. Marijuana is now federally decriminalized.
Yay.
This comes after I've already quit smoking.
Free our people that's locked up.
Right. We'll give you the details because apparently they're supposed to be doing that. President-elect Joe Biden said that he will not be forcing mandatory vaccinations. And I was waiting for his word on this to literally speak on it.
Yeah.
So I'm glad he finally
They
said.
weren't going to do it anyways.
I didn't think he could
Yeah.
force it. But those are our headlines
We
for
could
today.
try.
Yeah. So I want to start off with our celebrity birthdays. We only have 2 today. So it's actually Asian Doll's birthday. She's 23.
Okay. Happy birthday, Asian doll.
Yes, and we hope that she can enjoy her birthday and really celebrate because, you know, she's been mourning the death of King Von. And so I know that's been really tough on her family. A lot of them have been on social media very open with their, you know, grievances. And so happy birthday to Asian Doll. Wishing her the best, sending her light and love and prayers, and just try to enjoy your day, girl. Terrell Owens, 46. I think he's an ex-football player now. I don't think he plays anymore. He may have retired. I don't know. Johnny, do you know? Terrell Owens, did he?
I do not know Terrell Owens is playing.
Okay,
I don't think he is.
I don't know. Him and Chad Ochocinco had this interview together, and I just was like, y'all are 2 peas in a pod. But,
yeah, they are like yin and yang.
It's crazy.
But like, yeah.
So happy birthday to Terrell Owens,
Happy
46
birthday.
years old.
Remember when he had that show and he was trying to get
I
a
do.
girl? Like,
yeah, and I
think
remember when
something's wrong with
Yanula
him.
tried to fix his life. He's had a lot. He's a character.
Something's wrong with him.
I know he'll have
Can't
a blast
blame the woman
today.
this time.
Yeah, he'll have a blast today, nonetheless. So let's get right into our topics for the day. So first and foremost, we want to give a swift condolences to Miss Wendy Williams because her mother, Shirley Williams, has reportedly passed away. They said she was about 83.
Okay.
We've heard this from family friends and direct friends of Miss Shirley. But as far as I know, Wendy Williams has not actually spoken out herself and addressed it. And, I mean, why should she? She's mourning her mother.
Did they say what she passed away of?
No.
Okay.
The only person that would know that would be Wendy or, you know, the immediate family. But they haven't spoken out, I'm assuming. You know, it's still very new. They're mourning.
Yeah.
And it's just interesting because Wendy has been in the news so much recently. And it's
getting a lot of slack.
She's already been going through a lot of stuff. So I really hope that this does not destabilize her. So we really just
keep her
keep her in our prayers, send her light, love, and just let her,
and stay offline. Don't read the negative comments.
Stay offline. When you're ready to come and address it,
be
you
on your
it.
time.
Yeah, you don't have
don't
to
feel
address
rushed
it
because the public wants
right.
you to.
We know that it happened. That's all we need to know. We don't need to know the details. I don't want this to be something that really rattles her. And I feel like she's gone through so much in the last few years. This is man.
We don't need this extra stuff.
I feel heavy
I don't want her to
on it.
relapse. And, they already said she was kind of, on her.
Yeah.
So hopefully.
So Miss
she's
Wendy,
just surrounded by some good supporting people.
You probably have a headache. If you have a headache, you get stressed. just take a Tylenol, girl. Lay down, relax. Don't stress. Just
kick everybody out if you need to.
Yeah.
Take your time.
Just be in your own space right now and process this. Process it as healthily as you can process it. And that sometimes is as simple as acknowledging the fact that you are going to begin this process.
Yeah.
So with that, we want to send her our condolences and a few prayers, and she'll address it to the public when she's good and ready.
Yes.
And I'm fine with that. In brighter news, Jeremiah has been released from the ICU and the hospital at large in Chicago, and he's back at home.
That's good.
And he's now in recovery. You gave us quite a scare there,
right,
Mr. Jeremiah.
Because we needed some more hits from you.
Now we know we're going to get some, because he done seen his life flash before his eyes. Like,
remember how much... put everyone out.
Remember how much you love this music, sir. Yep. Please give us some hits. So really excited about that.
That's good news, though.
Yeah. He came out, he did a message, he thanked Diddy, 50 Cent, Chance the Rapper, and all of his fans and everything for their love and support throughout the process.
Okay.
I just know he gave us quite a scare, sir. You gave us quite a scare. I'm very happy that you're okay, that you made it out. And we can't wait for some Jeremiah 2021 because now you kind of have to because you're at the forefront of our brains again. So let us know when you're dropping.
Good PR.
You know? So, yeah, let us know about that. Now we get into Future and his baby mama drama. So Future's baby mother, Brittany, like I said, I think she's number 3 or 4. I know their son's name is Prince. And he celebrated his birthday over the weekend. And she rented out like this whole room. She kind of did a theme like he was a movie character. It was beautiful. It was really cute. And obviously Future came, and I don't know what happened. Reports were kind of scattered. I don't know what happened. I just know she got on her Instagram story, and she is recording him and his like crew, and she's like, "You're a bitch!" Like she's like going off on him, telling him like "F him," how dare
at the kid's birthday party.
At the kid's birthday party, right outside of like the venue, cursing him out, trying to record him. And then she comes onto her story and she says, "You know, I don't usually do this, but." Who tells their son that I'm a like F your mom up or F your mom or something of that nature that he must have said to the son and said that Future was like running away, moving away from his son. I'm not sure. She was very irate. You know when people are like,
they're just saying
they don't communicate properly. So we still don't have the full story or understand fully what transpired in that venue between Future and his son, like what was said that made her react like that. But then she went on to say, and don't come crawling back begging with your simp self because you're dead to me now. And you know that when guys have girls on a leash like that, the way Future does, like, you know they're simping. Like, you know they are. Because
you gonna come back. You gonna let him back.
And she's gonna let him back. She's just, you know, she has other reasons.
Because if you notice, each one of his baby moms, they feel like they have to level up. Like,
you know what I
They have to like one up each other.
Not even.
Except for Sierra.
His baby moms have patterns. So whenever Future gets a new girlfriend, and I've been watching, like I need to do an analysis of this. Whenever Future gets a new girlfriend, all of his baby moms have a pattern of things that they do. Yeah. This is what Brittany does. She throws shade on the internet. She gets angry. She probably texts his phone erratically, like, "Oh, you messing with that?" You know. Joey Chavez, on the other hand, starts dropping dance videos like it's erratic. He must have a thing for seeing her dance. Yeah. Because whenever it seems like he's like a little bit out of her grasp, you see her start dropping choreography every time. It never fails. I don't know what the correlation is with that, but I noticed that like and then Sierra just be living her life happy. Like she doesn't care.
She doesn't care at all.
And the rest of them are pretty quiet because he has a lot of other members.
Yes, a lot. Yeah.
The rest of them, I guess they're like, look, I don't need the public embarrassment.
If he's even taking care of him, because I heard he don't really be there for his kids.
Have you heard that? Yes. I haven't heard that. I don't know. I always hear about the drama, but never.
Yeah. Because that's all he is drama.
Yeah, I never hear about like whether or not he takes. I always just assumed he probably does what he needs to monetarily. But
I mean, but it's proof. I mean, I'm not saying, let's say allegedly, because I'm not saying he's not taking care of his kids or anything like that. But when have we ever seen Sierra's son Future with his father?
Probably like once or twice.
Exactly.
Now that I'm thinking about it. That's true.
So.
Well,
where you at, Future? You can't just be dropping these kids off and not taking care of them.
Yeah, well.
And then don't he have a new girl? He just gifted an AP and everything.
Yeah, Desi, but Desi doesn't have any kids by him.
Oh, okay.
Hopefully, this is the part where Future, we start to see the downfall of Future. Here's why people forget: Future's a 47-year-old man. As rich as he is, he is a 47-year-old man.
Dang, he's getting
your game getting old, Future.
Right.
Your game gonna get old, Future.
You can't keep doing the same thing.
That's why Lori was able to dip in, get her fame, and dip out.
You know who kind of reminds me of Lil Wayne?
Before his feelings.
Remember when Lil Wayne had that little era where he was dropping babies everywhere, and Obama came out and was like, "You need to stop having all these babies."
Well, Future's been doing this. I don't think it's not a phase. This is what he does. Yeah. This is him and Youngboy.
And I don't know why these females keep falling for it.
Because they think they set for life. And
look, get the AP and run.
That's what Lori did. Sell it, and I think that's what Desi's going to do. Desi's like, you're out of to me, Future, he's getting a little bit out of his range. You can play your 30-plus-year-old baby mamas. You've been playing them for years. Now you messing with my generation. Right. You're messing with 21, 22-year-old girls, and we're moving different.
Right. We city girls
different.
Now.
Yeah, like it's different. So, and he be posting Desi and everything, and I'm like, sir, she's about to get her clout and go.
Right.
But we'll have to see.
He
how
might
it
need a
plays
taste
out.
of his own medicine, though.
Oh, messing with 20-somethings, he definitely will, because this generation of females is very different. It's a very vicious game out here.
Yeah.
You are not in control.
I
Men,
agree.
you are not in control. If you think you're in control, you're not. So, shout out to Brittany. I don't know what she was so angry about, but girl, it's going to be all right.
Get your 5 minutes, 15 minutes of fame.
Yeah, girl.
It's
You're going to be his baby mama forever. We're going to always know who you is. Don't worry about it. Tiana Taylor came online and she announced that she might be walking away from music for good. A lot of people thought it was because of the Grammys. You know, she said she wasn't feeling appreciated. But she came out. She went live. I think it was a live. It wasn't a video. And I watched it, and she pretty much said that it had nothing to do with the Grammys. It has nothing to do with accolades and charts of things like that. It had more to do with her label. She felt like she was doing most of the work, and her label, who's Def Jam, wasn't pushing her. And I think she's under Good Music, who's under Def Jam.
She said she also paid out of pocket everything herself, which she shouldn't have.
And all they do is come and say, oh, look at our artist, Def Jam. This is our... And she said that she keeps telling them, you know, if you're not going to do anything with me, let me go.
Yeah, she might as well be independent.
Yeah, and they don't want... But they're making money off her, so they don't want to release her from that contract. And I think it's interesting because Kanye has been doing all this, like, stuff.
Yeah.
You know?
But
all
forgetting
this
about her.
Stuff. And I've been seeing slowly but surely a lot of issues with his actual artist trickling in. Like, he owes Big Sean money. I know we talked about that a few weeks ago on the show. Kanye, maybe don't ruin the prominency of your music career and your accolades there in attempt to do everything else that you're doing. Because one thing we can always say is that Kanye has good music. He's good musical ethics. Like, there was never an issue there. But now it seems like his artists are one by one coming out like, okay, I'm not getting what I need. And I think it's because he's been so scattered.
I don't think they realize what they have either. Tiana Taylor has many talents. Yeah. So even if she doesn't sing, she's producing.
Yeah, and the girl can dance her life away. Right. She can go choreograph for the best
now
of
she's
them.
Big in the fashion world. She doesn't really
need it. And she said it's for her mental health. You know, like it's a
it's gonna suck though, because she got a good voice.
Yeah.
And it sucks that she's, you know,
feeling that way.
Right. She could really dominate this R&B
if she had the proper push.
Right. The proper team, definitely. Everything.
Well, who knows? Maybe when she pulls back, that's usually when they drop artists, when they stop doing, you know.
Yeah.
Maybe when she pulls back.
That sounds like what she's going to do. Stop, you know, just sit there and let them drop me. And then maybe hopefully she'll go independent.
Right. Or, you know, she'll be able to, if she's going to be doing it on her own anyway, then, you know, get all the profit. So shout out to Tiana Taylor, girl. You're super talented. And, you know, just so the general public, and I even looked at the comments, the general public does not feel that way. They don't really care about a label push. They like your fans. The diehards were in the comments. Like, it sucks that she feels that way because her music is so beautiful. A lot of celebrities, other R&B artists, Queen Naja came out and was like, she's so beautiful. Her voice is like so beautiful.
She's been
Cardi
slept
B
on
came
for
out
a long time.
Yeah, Cardi B was like, if anybody knows, her album is my favorite. I listen to it every day. So a lot of people came out and were just like,
wasn't she signed to Diddy too one time when she was younger?
Tiana Taylor?
Yeah, remember when she came out?
I know she's been with Kanye for like 10 plus years.
I think she was.
She's been with Def Jam for a long time.
That's crazy.
So that's what's even probably more frustrating for her. She's like, I've given you so many years of my life and you're still not. So shout out to Tiana. I mean,
she'll figure it out. She got a good support team over there.
Yeah.
And she got good fans, so she knows.
She'll be okay.
Yep.
Yeah. In light of music, Mimi, who's the baby's baby mama, they said her name should be the baby mama as a rapper. Like I said, they called it quits, and him and Danny Lay popped out together. And I'm not gonna lie, they're a really cute couple. And I know it's just hard dating somebody with a baby mama. And I know he probably is playing both sides of the fence. I really don't blame either woman in this situation. It seems like he's just like, but I will say, his brother just passed away. So I don't know how him and his baby mama broke up or what that conversation was like. But I need her to know that the way a man's brain works, they likely will never have the same relationship again. Because he just buried his brother. You broke up with him. You let us know you're the one that called it quits. And now you're dropping diss tracks.
Right.
It may feel entitled and like you have the right now.
Yeah.
6 years down the line, he's never going to let you forget this.
Isn't this the second incident with his baby mom and Danny Lay?
This is the second time. That's what I'm saying. I think he's been like,
playing both sides of the fence. No shade to Danny Lay, but she doesn't fit him. She doesn't.
You know, a lot of people say she gives off, I don't like men that are just free given to people. Because every time you see DaniLeigh in the tabloids, like, it's usually because it was having to do with the baby, or people were kind of thinking she was flirting with Lil Durk a little bit. I knew that was a thing. And it's just like, girl, don't get known as like the side piece.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I just don't know the way the baby what he raps about and stuff like that.
But he's posted her though. He's been posting her, so
I like him with Megan. Maybe because they just make good music together.
Megan don't need to be with no more short child. But y'all, we're gonna take a really quick break, and then we're gonna come back and get back into this because there's so many more topics to talk about. Y'all are tuned in to ATL's Next 100. This is Next Now with your girl Just Jada
and Chelleyrene,
and we're gonna be right back.
Hey guys, it's Anique,
Enrica,
Alex,
and Andreetta. Next news. We have
sports,
local news,
and your inspiration,
traffic, and more. Weekdays, 4 to 5 p.m. Eastern Time, here on ATL's Next 100 and Next 105 on the IBNX Radio Network.
Atlanta's home for hip-hop and R&B.
The only station
for hip-hop and R&B. ATL's Next 100. ATL's Next 100. Listen. Next 100. Don't touch that dial.
All right, guys, and we are back. Told you, just be a quick break. So, yeah, the baby mama Mimi came on the internet, and she said, I called it quits. I prepared y'all for this, whatever. DaniLeigh posted videos, and so did the baby on their Instagram stories and on their Instagrams. They posted pictures, and basically after that, I guess Mimi came, and she essentially said that she was the one that called it quits, like I said, and she posted a picture of, I guess, her and the baby from a month ago. Can you hear?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. So she posted a picture of them from a month ago. And after that, she essentially said, like, the caption wasn't this like a month ago, or like a little slick face?
Yeah.
And I'm just like, what do y'all gain from letting the world know that y'all are swapping DNA with this man?
Right. We don't care. And
Like,
this is his daughter's mother.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I know he has a son now too.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
That he had in the middle of dealing with both of them. So it's
Lord.
just like,
so she's gonna come out. She's gonna feel like she needs
my
something.
situation with this whole thing, it's just like, why do women want to be publicly embarrassed so badly?
Yeah. Or what is so great about being a baby mom? Why would you want somebody to be like, oh, this is my baby mom?
Like,
don't call me that.
I don't understand it. I'm
Yeah.
like, why do y'all keep coming to the internet like, hey, look at me, he's having sex with me and her, and he's having this baby, but he's mine?
Because they were regular girls, and he blew up, and now he's with a celebrity, and they may feel some type of way.
Well, Mimi is rapping now. She did a preview of her diss track.
Everyone's rapping now.
Some people said it was great. Some people said next time she should drive past the studio instead of going in. It was mixed reviews.
Dang.
So you guys will have to wait till she officially drops it, and then we'll try to play it for you and see how that goes. But, child, shout out to the family. I mean, good luck to them.
Shout out to the baby mamas.
Right. Keisha Cole and Ashanti announced a versus battle, and it's set for December 12th. Who you got?
Ashanti.
I got Keisha Cole, child. Let me tell you something.
Only
Miss
because
Miss Keisha.
It's not a good lineup to me. It should have been Keisha Cole and K. Michelle. Because their music.
No, because Keisha Cole that wouldn't have been a fair fight.
At the time that both of their music kind of blew up.
Kay has to do somebody else neo soul.
You don't think Keisha is
on not neo soul? No, I don't think Kay is on Keisha's level.
Oh, okay.
Keisha is a legend. Keisha is an underrated, like people forget how long Keisha was consistently giving us bops. Like, sis started in the 90s and just, she can still drop song and it's going to be in the clubs because she's Keisha Cole. She just, to me, Keisha Cole, the only thing that stops her from being like Beyonce, Rihanna level to me is she doesn't perform. She's a singer. She's not like a dancer, choreographer. She sings, but that's her lane and she does it damn well. So, no, I would never. I would put Keisha Cole against. I honestly wouldn't have put her against an Ashanti.
Yeah,
I think they should have been petty and put Ashanti against J-Lo. And then Ashanti just would have played all of J-Lo's songs since she wrote them anyway.
True.
J-Lo, I'm gonna keep anyway. I'm not gonna let you live.
I just think it's not a.
I'm not.
Even though they're not seeing it as like a battle, I still don't think it's fair because Keisha does have bangers and Ashanti has bangers, but she don't have bangers like Keisha got bangers.
She doesn't, and she doesn't have bangers that
we probably can
go
pick,
as deep into the 2000s as Keisha.
Because we can only have 2 albums from Ashanti that are really like okay.
Keisha gonna play Love and shut it down.
Yeah, she is, and
or
I should have cheated. And, yeah. Let It Go.
Man,
Let It Go.
That's that girl. I got Keisha Cole all the way. I don't think this is even really a battle. I just think her, like you said, is not a good match.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't do her against K. Michelle. I would do her against like, who would I put? Other than J-Lo, I can't think of who Ashanti should be going
Ashanti, there's nobody in her caliber.
Like Nivea.
Yeah, but Nivea, that would be the only person would be Nivea because at the time, or Little Mama.
Yeah, somebody at that in that timing.
Yeah. Because they're just like, they don't match up. It is a weird matchup. I don't know who.
I still got Keisha Cole because they know really Keisha should be going against somebody like
who else
real
is
R&B girl, like a.
See, the only person I can think of is K. Michelle.
I think of Chrisette Michelle.
Chrisette Michelle's, but they're 2 different.
Yeah.
Keisha Cole's thinking about her man, and Chrisette Michelle ain't.
Well, maybe one day we'll get the Jill and Erica versus, because that's what we all really want.
Yeah.
In the meantime, I'm gonna be tuned in. I'm gonna be watching.
Yes.
I can't wait.
Singing. And as a whole, everybody's gonna be there.
I can't wait. I'm gonna act like I got
Are they
a
having
man.
it in Atlanta? Did they confirm Atlanta?
They haven't confirmed a space. Not that I saw. I would hope that it's in Atlanta. Not that we can.
It
go
most likely
COVID,
be. Yeah.
But, you know.
It most likely be
because
they both live. Well, yeah, they both live in Atlanta.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Oh, Ashanti does live in Atlanta now, doesn't she? She did move out here, so maybe more than likely.
Yeah.
Only other place I've seen them do it is like LA. I know they had a venue there. The Versus.
Yeah, because New York's like what shut down right now, right? Still,
New York is on like big COVID lock. So, Saweetie is upset with her label Warner Brothers because they released her song early, "Best Friend," and they released the wrong version. And
she should go independent too.
Yeah, she was like, "I'm very hands-on with my creative process, so I don't understand why you would just release a song." And she hasn't done any promo of it or anything from what I've seen on her social media. As she shouldn't. Like you said, she should just go. So I think most of these artists should just be independent at this point because these label heads are
they don't know nothing about music,
gray-haired, old, crinkly, and not a part of this culture, and just don't know what to do at this point.
Like, they just want your money.
They're just taking money. They're not even moving right. We could be so much more efficient if it just wasn't a part of the equation. So she might now, because
and majority of their first year coming out with the label, majority of their money they don't see because it goes all to the label.
If I was Warner Brothers, I wouldn't be playing with Saweetie. People keep forgetting that's Beyonce's cousin. That is Beyonce's bloodline. All she gotta do is call
she was cousins with
Rockefeller.
Beyonce. I knew she was with Gabrielle Union, but not
who's also Beyonce's cousin.
That's crazy.
That is her family. She is blood related to the Knowles. Like, y'all, she can slither out that contract so fast and leave y'all looking stupid and be over there Rock Nation. Relax.
Be careful.
Know your
be
power,
grateful
Warner
for
Brothers.
what you have.
Yeah, that's not your lane. Step back into your lane because you stepping out. So yeah, shout out to Saweetie. Hopefully she just goes independent.
So I wonder what she does now. You can't take the song back.
She hasn't been pushing it. She said that they released the wrong version, so I think she's just going to re-release her own, proper version. And honestly,
with a big promo and
I didn't hear about the song until she said it anyway.
Yeah.
So she can do that.
I didn't know she wasn't even doing anything.
She didn't know either. That's why. But that's what I'm saying. So because nobody heard about it, I think she can do it. It'll be fine. This is a weird story. Snoop Dogg and Shantae may have called it quits. Now, you know Shantae is Snoop Dogg's wife of over 20 years, long term. And a few months back, Selena Powell was like throwing shade at them on the internet, basically saying Snoop will never leave me. She posted a picture of him like they were still in each other's energy.
This is the mistress. Okay.
And you know they got caught together last year, 2019.
And he's too old, Snoop.
And so Selena Powell actually came out and alleged, like, y'all don't clock me, don't say nothing to me. He's separated from his wife. They live in separate houses. Which is interesting because on her birthday, which was just a few months ago, they were together and things looked fine. But I'm guessing she may have caught him again with Selena, assumingly. And so it's back on the outs. And Shantae was even making a lot of subliminal posts. She said, you know, you give your best years to people just to realize they never deserved it, or something of that nature. And it's just interesting because they've been together for 20 plus years. And this is what I mean by this older generation. You're out of bounds dealing with this generation's females.
Right.
I'm a 20 something. I know how the women around me are moving. Yeah. Okay. I'm 22. It's vicious.
Very vicious.
They don't like, you're throwing away your 20-year marriage with your wife who probably loves you so much. And not to say that Selena Powell is a bad girl. She does not care about you.
No.
She's there for the money. She's there for the celebrity experience, the clout. And so she can post about it like she did. Because she posted you the first time and you went back and did it again. And then you got posted and now you and your wife are living in separate houses.
Yeah.
Sir, if by the off chance you see this, Mr. Snoop Dogg, send me a pack in the mail. After you do that, sit down with yourself and really recollect your thoughts and say, how old am I?
You're acting like your son.
How long have me and my wife been together?
Right.
And really just make a grown man decision about how you want to proceed forward. Because what's going to happen is you're going to lose your wife, okay? And I can tell you right now, you're not going to get remarried to anybody that cares about you at this point in the game. You're I don't want to say you're old, but
he's old. He's up there.
You're up there, sir. You're prime. It's been a minute.
You're about 50.
The only females you're about to come across are ones like Selena Powell.
Yeah,
they want fame, money, clout. Go home to your wife. Apologize on bended knee.
She been there for too long.
Yeah, and stay out the streets because the grass is not greener.
Yeah,
it feels greener. Like getting your pedicure with your side piece at the salon. Because that's the picture she posted of him.
He preaches so much about how his wife has helped him and back in the day and all this stuff.
Men are always grateful when you allow them to put you
treat
through
her like
everything.
This?
Yeah.
We know this isn't the first time you cheated on her, obviously.
It's not even the first time we caught him. Imagine how many times she caught him and we didn't hear about it in the media.
Girl, just get a divorce. I would get a divorce.
I think she's going to. Sadly.
Pay me my alimony. Or give me half of whatever
is mine. It's cheaper to keep her.
Give me half whatever's mine because I was here shooting with you in the gym.
Yeah.
And I had 2 kids by you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I need my cut.
Shout out to Snoop and Shantae. Hopefully you guys can get it together. But Mr. Snoop, like, come on, man. You're supposed to be a family man.
Yeah. You too
grown.
Sit at home.
With a Selena Powell. Go home, smoke you a blunt, sit with your wife and your kids and just.
Or ask your wife if she want to be a part of it. Something. That's what I would want. If I was married that long and I understand you got to keep it spicy. But ask me, can we bring somebody in? Can we have a friend? Something. But don't go cheat on me.
Not at this age. Because now we get divorced. We both old and tired. Like, but you know what? Women don't age the same way as men. So she'll be able to find another man that actually loves her and
probably
get remarried.
The money caliber, but if she
she's been in that industry for 20 years, so she won't be with nobody broke.
Money. Right. And she probably got her own.
Snoop, on the other hand, you're not going to come across nothing but gold diggers.
Stop messing with your son's girls.
Yeah. Mr. Snoop, leave it alone. we want to see you do great. We want to see you and your wife get old together, man. We don't want to see you
I thought it was kind of, his relationship with other women were kind of weird anyways, especially him and Martha Stewart. Like, that is really weird.
But they have a fun friendship. It's fun to watch. So... In other news,
couldn't be me, chat.
Yeah. Well, this is another situation that couldn't be me. So, Lil Baby celebrated his birthday over the weekend, and everybody spoiled him. Jada got him a watch that was like a Richard Mille. It was like 1 of 12 in the world. James Harden got him a watch, a bag, and $100K. That better be your baby,
right?
And QCP actually got him a whole car. So he got spoiled all week, and Baby celebrated his birthday. And if you know, Baby always shows love to people. So I'm not surprised that people show that back. But now, less than 30 minutes ago, we have an adult film star named Miss London that has come out and alleged that she has been in a sexual relationship with Lil Baby recently.
I was waiting for it.
And that he let her record them, And she said,
part of her plan.
Yeah, she said Jada is never leaving him. He got the best D. He beat me in after saying 2 sentences to me.
Wait, what?
Why is the self-respect bar in hell?
Yeah.
With most females these days. He said 2 sentences to me and then he beat me into the mattress. This is what she went on social media and posted.
For what? I mean, I know for what, but like, girl. What are you doing?
So you left with what? A story and a wet back?
You got at least got a bag.
She said she left $6K richer and full of 1942.
So did Jada come out and say anything?
No, and I don't think she will. I hope that she doesn't. Jada, okay, so let me explain something. This is the part where if you're locked in, if you know you want to be with this man, this is the part where you just shut up.
Yeah, you got to put up with it.
If you're going to put up with it and shut up. Please don't come out and tweet about it and talk about it and whine about it, because this is not the first time he's cheated. This is not, come on.
Yeah.
Clearly he's
looking a little too happy in paradise over there.
But you know what I keep hearing? It seems like when people are cheating, that's when their relationships are going the best, because they're getting their
That's very true.
They're getting their needs fulfilled. They happy.
Yeah. And then I just love her. She's the best.
Yeah,
After he's been saying that in his music a lot lately, she's the best and all this. I'm like, something's not right. He did something, and then look what we have.
Jada, the best thing you can do right now is nothing. Continue posting, continue doing your life. And you know a person that's really good at this? Ari is really good at this and doesn't get credit. That girl pick and choose what she's gonna respond to.
Yeah.
Jada, you clearly locked yourself in. You clearly want to marry this man. And if you want to get that ring,
you already got a baby.
Shut up. Maybe scream at him behind closed doors. I'm not saying don't address it with him.
Right, yeah, right.
But at this point in y'all relationship, addressing infidelity on the internet, no purpose. Yeah. Let it rock. Let her look stupid, because neither one of y'all ever responded. All she did was come to the internet and let us know that she got hit and he went back home.
Yeah.
And that's all we can really take from it, because say nothing. I don't want to hear nothing from baby. I don't want to hear nothing from Jada. This is the PR in me telling it, shut up.
Yeah. Just let it rock.
Let it rock.
Yeah.
If it happens, address it behind closed doors. You don't need to tell us. I promise.
Now, if it gets to a different level where she starts coming up with,
not even let her drop the video.
Or you want her to drop the video?
Let her drop the video, and then baby, sue her for revenge porn, because it doesn't matter if it's a man or a woman. When you reach a certain caliber of celebrity,
is that legal in the state of Georgia though? Revenge
porn? No, it is not.
So I don't think it would go anywhere here.
No, I'm saying like it's illegal.
She can't so she could do. Okay. Yeah. Because I was just saying, like, you know how I know it was in California, he's a celebrity, but I didn't know if they had that same law here.
He's a celebrity. That's ruining his brand.
Yeah.
We don't have a baby sex tape.
Yeah.
We don't view him as a sex object.
Yeah.
At this point in his career, Jada
but it might not go anywhere because she consented.
She consented, but he didn't consent to the video being released. There's no double standard in law, whether it's a man or a woman.
True.
Especially if you are a celebrity. You cannot release a video of a celebrity having sex without their consent. That's illegal.
Yeah.
It's revenge porn. It's illegal.
But you think it's going to go that way because he's a guy?
She's poor. Let's be honest. This is not somebody that has the money to sit in court with baby anyway.
Yeah.
She'll learn her lesson when that lawsuit gets smacked in front of her.
Yeah,
and she got to find money for a lawyer big enough to go against your lawyers.
Yeah.
So even if it goes nowhere, lessons will be learned.
Yeah.
Do not come out in the public and talk about it, because we don't care. We just going to laugh at you. That's what the public does. Ha, you're getting cheated on, as if it doesn't happen to all of us. That's how they respond. And for baby, his caliber is going up.
Yeah.
He's doing more than music. He's expanding. He's taking other artists under his wing. Once you start going to certain things you just can't acknowledge anymore if you want to.
He should have had her sign an NDA.
That's what you need to start doing. If you're gonna be doing
if you're gonna be cheating,
get on your Beyonce and Jay-Z.
Yeah.
Send a lawyer with an NDA in there before you ever touch the room. Take phones away. Do it right. You know, if that's what you're gonna do. The celebrities know how to, make sure nothing gets out. But as of right now,
and then why would you want her to record if you're cheating on your girl and you don't want your girl to know? Why would you tell the girl? Oh,
what I'm thinking, I don't think he did. I think she recorded and then went online and said he shouldn't have let me, so that there's coverage. You gotta think like these. Okay. She said that for coverage, but y'all just say nothing. Let her get her 15. If she attempts to drop the video, take her to court. That's it, and that's all.
Yeah.
She logistically.
QC's gonna automatically
they're gonna back it. Yeah. So
they're not having it.
Just Jada, just shut up, and just if you're gonna stay with him, shut up.
Yeah.
If you're leaving, okay, leave.
Yeah.
We know you're not.
Pick
though.
one or the
other.
other.
So just handle it behind closed doors and let her look. Yeah, I mean that's fine, but just let the girl look stupid on the internet, because
that money's too good.
Yeah, I need when these girls play into it, it makes them want to do it more. I need women to get the bar out of hell get the self-respect bar out of hell and say, maybe I did look stupid coming onto the internet and telling people this rapper said 2 sentences with me and then I had sex with him and haven't seen him since, so now I'm on the internet talking about it. If we stop giving that type of behavior clout, it won't be clouded anymore. And in no way am I saying we should slut shame people.
But it always goes bad for the female.
Yeah.
But if a male does it, it's like
It's
praised.
fine.
Right.
Yeah. That's why I'm like, let's
just protect yourself and just be
you.
quiet. Like, don't do that. Yeah.
You know,
I feel what you're saying.
And with that, Shelly wrapped that up really nice. So we're going to go to break and we'll be right back with you guys. And then when we get back, we're going to keep getting into it because we have a whole lot more lineup for y'all. Yes. So right now you're tuned in to ATL's Next 100. This is Next Now with your girl, just Jada.
And Chelleyrene.
And we're going to be right back.
What's poppin', family? It's your homegirl, Taryn Simone.
Latoria G.
And Miss Caprice.
We're here to tell you about our hot new show, Next Now, Weekend Edition.
With segments like Giving You the Business and Whoop Child. Tune in every Saturday and Sundays, 10 to 12 on Atlanta's Next 100.
Right here on IBNX Radio Network.
Our community, our station.
Powered by IBNXRadioNetwork.com. Check it out. Next 100.
All right, you guys, and we are back after that quick break, and we just have another story we wanted to cover for you guys because it's very interesting. You don't hear about Chance the Rapper in the media much, but when you do, it's usually in a positive manner. So this is very interesting to me. His former manager, Pat Corcoran, he was managing Chance for a very, very long time. He recently got let go.
Yeah.
And he's now suing Chance the Rapper for $3 million in unpaid commission. He said that Chance the Rapper blamed him for the lack of success on his last album, The Big Day, and that he left him with commissions unpaid. They had tours and shows and things like that. And he said that Chance did not pay him for those things.
So you're just now doing it? Why do you wait till you got fired?
Till you got fired, right? That's what was fishy about it to me. Is like it feels like you got cut off the money train, and now you're like, no, like,
yeah.
But I want to know why Chance is blaming him for the success of The Big Day. What did you do? Did you not handle the rollout properly? Was there not enough like push behind it PR wise? Like, I mean, I don't know. I know that the album didn't do probably what it was expected to do. But Chance the Rapper has never been a chart-heavy artist.
No, he hasn't. No.
His fan base has never come from the charts or the top 40. You know? So I wouldn't think that he would... just the lawsuit, the story that this man is bringing doesn't even sound...
It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense.
Because what does your manager have to do with your album?
Yeah.
Unless he tried to stop it or something.
And then, like I said, Chance has never been a chart-heavy rapper. I don't know any of his albums that just...
blew up,
you know, and he's never been one to care too much about that.
Right.
So I'm just kind of confused as to why now he would be so upset about it that he would fire you.
There's more to the story.
There's more to it that's not being said, and I think we'll figure out in court as that rolls out. But I just wanted to touch on that because it was interesting.
Come on, Chance, pay your people.
Yeah, if actually owe him.
Right.
I don't know if Chance. We'll see. We'll see how it unfolds in court. So on to our hit segment, where we just talk about all the hits, everything that is going on in music today, yesterday, and hopefully tomorrow, y'all. So Lil Baby dropped 2 videos, one to his song On Me and the other to Everybody, which we will play for you guys. And one of them, like I think it was the Everybody video. He did it kind of like, I don't know if you guys remember when Young Thug had that phase of like where he did all of his videos and it was recorded by like this really humorous director.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, we did this Young Thug video. Here's how it went.
Yeah. And I saw it, yeah.
Yeah, and Baby did a video like that. And he's like, here's this Lil Baby video, but it's really just random clips from a trip. And you can tell that's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
And I love stuff like that, though. It's super authentic. It's super...
it makes you more personalized with artists.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's another reason I'm like, baby, Jada, shut up. Because they are transcending at this point. You can see the ascension with them, and the public is starting to view them differently. They're definitely becoming more mogul status and less Instagram couple, local rapper status. So it was interesting. I can't wait for him to do a documentary. Baby, are you going to do a documentary?
I think they all are. They move to like
him.
YouTube.
Yeah, I want to see him, Jada, QC. I want to see them do
They should do a QC. documentary.
Yeah, what's going on over there at Atlantic?
Because I saw the City Girls one that QC did for them,
and that made them so much more personable to me, and it
made them understand their music, why they make the
help.
music they make, and
I like that. I hope that they would do something like that, but they say Baby's actually a really private person, so
I can see that, but I can't.
Because he surrounds himself with people that aren't so private. But himself, he doesn't speak a lot of stuff on the internet.
Yeah, he doesn't. He doesn't do a lot of interviews.
Real street dude.
Like, do you even talk, baby?
He talk,
besides
he's
rap.
real Atlanta. Like,
yeah.
You gotta be from here to understand what he's saying.
Yeah.
So I see why there's really no point in Baby doing interviews, because if you're not in Atlanta, you're not gonna understand half of what he's saying.
And I like that he stays ducked out, especially with all these things happening, all these rappers. Right. I like that he stays.
That's why I want a documentary. I want to see, like, okay, what is Baby like behind the scenes? Because we're not gonna get the real you from social media.
Right.
He doesn't talk a lot, but y'all go tune into those videos. They both were really good. I like them, and I love both of the songs. Cash Doll and T Grizzly actually collabed on Bossa Nova. This is the collab I did not know that I needed. And once I heard it, I just had to feature it on the hits playlist, because honestly, I forget that they're both from Detroit.
Yeah.
I forgot that Cash has that accent too. And they just both have that grittiness, and I think T Grizzly brought it out of Cash, and I missed Cash Doll. I feel like she hasn't been dropping that much.
She's a hit or miss for me. But I like her.
Sometimes she does like these like slow bops that you can tell she wants everybody to catch on to.
Yeah.
But she also can rap.
Yeah.
Like, she can rap. So, and I think T Grizzly brought that out of her on this song. So I don't know if you heard it, but it's on here. We're gonna.
I have not heard it yet, but
it's great. You know, I'm a T Grizzly fan, girl. I be feeling like I can rob people when I listen to him. I love him. And so then we also have Lucci, who randomly, his Wish Me Well 3 album shot to #1 on Apple Music charts. Now, this is not a new album.
Yeah.
I guess, I don't know, Reginae had her birthday party last weekend, and maybe
something. I've been seeing a lot of his interviews. I'm like, where is this coming from?
Yeah, there's just been a big Lucci push in the media, and so congrats, Lucci.
Right, congrats.
Yeah. Mariah Carey, Jennifer Hudson, and Ariana Grande collabed on a Christmas song called Oh Santa. And y'all, again, another one of those collabs I didn't know I needed. It was actually funny because Mariah and Ariana did a harmony on a whistle note,
and
I was
sound
like,
the same.
This is beautiful, and it showed us the difference of their whistle notes.
Yeah,
and it was just, I'm just happy.
I don't want to say Ariana Grande is the Mariah Carey of this generation, but
she is.
But she's the only person that can hit a note like that in this generation.
And I think Mariah is okay with that.
Yeah.
And I know at first they kind of were saying like Mariah didn't like her.
Yeah.
I don't think Mariah dislikes her. I think Mariah disliked her, she wouldn't be on no song.
Right.
Mariah don't need the money.
Right.
So.
And Mariah's a diva, and she don't mind telling you.
And you can tell by watching it that Ariana was like there and like doing her part, but like she knew not to like
try to overdo it.
Don't do too much.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I like it. You're in the presence of a legend, pay your respects, and she did. And they hit the whistle note together, and Jennifer Hudson was there carrying the melody like she does.
Yeah.
One of the best vocalists of our time.
I want to hear that. I really want to hear that.
It's a great song.
They all got some good voices.
It was amazing.
How does Mariah sound? Because I know for a while she
Beautiful.
was kind of,
No, sis is back better than ever.
Okay.
She was hitting those notes, and when Mariah's hitting her notes because her hands are hitting it with it.
Yeah.
She's like,
yeah.
And I said, oh, girl.
The new, okay, Mariah.
Yeah, so she was hitting her notes. Sorry, I got to.
1999 Mariah was back.
Yeah, she was hitting them notes, and she was doing her thing, and it was beautiful. And I was just happy to see her and Ariana come together, because the media always like pits them against each other. So I was happy they came together. So there's that. In other news, we told you guys that the baby mama is gearing up to release her diss track.
Do we have a name for it?
She didn't give us a name.
Oh, okay.
She just said, unreleased, are y'all ready? And she posted like a little trailer video of her like dancing in the studio, singing the song. And
no, not everyone can rap. Stop with y'all diss tracks.
I don't know why everybody...
Leave a long post on Instagram for everybody to read.
Yeah,
and call
like
it
who
a day.
keeps letting everybody into their studio to just record?
Yeah.
You
can't be that money hungry.
Yeah, it's not that.
Like studio time is not cheap.
Yeah.
So
you know what I want to go check on? I want to go see how much Kelsey's diss track sold in pure sales. I don't know. I know that they said Megan's album did less than 10K in pure sales, and so I want to see how much. What if her diss track outsold Megan's album?
Dang.
I want to check. I'm gonna check after the show.
More
and
drama
tomorrow. There's people saying that, like, what if more people go buy the diss track? But I don't think that, because she gets bigger pull. But
yeah.
I don't know. People reported on it. Same people that reported on Megan's album reported on Kelsey's diss track. So,
okay.
You'll have to see.
We will see.
But that was our hit segment for the day, guys. Mm-hmm. So we are going to go to a quick break, and we're going to play a new DaBaby song for y'all in light of his baby mama.
Right.
Give him a diss track. We're going to give him a little bit of money, some plays. Here's a song with Coco, and we'll play that for you guys. And then we're also going to let y'all hear Bossa Nova by Cash Doll and T Grizzly. And y'all can let us know what you think at the Next Now Media page. So right now, y'all are listening to Next Now on ATL's Next 100 with your girl, Just Jada.
And Chelleyrene.
And we're going to be right back.
I told you I'm in the studio. How many times you gonna call me? God, tripping. 34 don't give a break. Coco, Chanel, you ain't really bad at I can tell. Coco, Chanel, can you keep your hands to yourself? Coco, Chanel, double C lock on the bell. Coco, Chanel, Coco, Chanel. Shorty tryna test me, too turned up in the back of the jet stream. Can't be cuffed, but she trying to arrest me. Lying to impress me, dying to forget me. How can you singing all my songs for ya? You keep marrying me, goes on and on. Can't seem to figure out what's wrong with ya. Taking your temperature thermometer. Seems like lately you're go crazy. Coco, Chanel. No Chanel, super pretty chocolate. She said she could tell. Make her feel like I'm from heaven, but I still put her through hell. They wasn't pop what I was pop. Them ain't rock the way that I rocked. I realized they ain't mean me well. Told her don't call my phone all that night. Double C's on the belt, correlate the ice. Getting on me right now is highly unlikely. Cause I still remember the days when people like you ain't like me. Seems like that. Lately you know, I ain't even tripping, you know what I mean? I'm doing good without you. Chanel, you ain't really bad at I can tell. Coco, Chanel, can you keep your hands to yourself? Coco, Chanel, double C lock on the bell. Coco, Chanel, Coco, Chanel. Let me call some that for sure go. Pull up on us 3 a.m. like Bossa Nova, bro. They coming. Hey, go and get a bottle from the corner store. Like if I was you, I wouldn't without no Trojan on. I just spent the crib in the Louis store. She talking about what she gon' do it, she gon' do it though. All the room sold out. Pull up to the studio. You ain't gotta drive. I'm about to send this Uber. The car outside.
I look like hopping out of Uber. Looking better in a chauffeur with some fur and some jewelry. Only God could judge me for 12 in the jury. Looking to get from Rome if you ain't hung like a jury. Why you worried about a condom? Where your account? I'ma need a check before I come in like a boss. Chanel bag, you got a list, you can't pronounce it. Balenciaga habits, I need to see a counsel. But guess in my bracelet will give a facelift. Never trusted again that don't look right in gray sweats. Like why you pull it out if you ain't gon' spin it though? Nigga said he put it in, but I ain't. Let me cross him to get that for sure go. Pull up on us 3 a.m. like Bossa Nova. Hey, fuck a bottle, bring the corner store. If I was you, I wouldn't fuck off with his bro. I just split the vehicle in the Gucci store. He talking about how he be spinning, but is he gon' spin it though? Walk the rooms all out, each and every flow. Sign this NDA so you can catch an Uber.
Hey, I don't even call them, I'm just talking shit. I'll be real respectful all the way up until I hit it. I go from baby, I miss you to come and eat this. It ain't like I'm asking you to do something you ain't never did. Hey, do y'all smoke? What y'all drinking? What y'all chasing? How your friends look? Them better not be basic. If y'all ain't niggas don't pull up, we ain't gon' make it. Don't ask me what that mean. That mean pull up, get naked. I'm with 5 to get no the fuck I'm with, man. So bring 10. I know you got them. Cause I know 3 ugly. I know all the ain't cold. And at least 2 ain't gon' be with it. They better not.
Real gut up, got my body in my mind right. I can't see the options, I'm looking back in hindsight. I'm in the voice and the bitch ain't even 5'9". You won't even hate me, you a fan, you need pom-pom. Sitting courtside, never been a sideline. How you to connect, you ain't even got Wi-Fi. How y'all sharing hoes when y'all sharing clothes? How you writing for your niggas but your L suspended? I can raise you boys about this paper, you my grandson. I just dropped cash and Chanel like a grandson. I wearing his magnet. Just see it. Some niggas that for show ago. Pull up on us 3 a.m. like Bossa Nova. Hey, a bottle, nigga, bring the corner store. If I was you, I wouldn't fuck with his bro. I just spent the vehicle in the Gucci store. He talking about how he be spending, but is he gon' spend it though? Bought the rooms all out, each and every flow. Sign his NDA or you can catch an Uber.
Like, times you bust down, I know something.
The same way you the plug and you owe something.
Hello, guys. We are back. I hope y'all like that song, Bossa Nova.
It's good.
I really like it. I don't know why.
Cash Doll got bars. I don't care what no one says. She
I'm
got
really a rapping and robbing hood guy, like in my head, because I just like music like that. I don't know why. I love T Grizzly.
Yeah.
And I don't look like it, but I'm like a big T Grizzly fan. Like, whatever. Anyways, guys, we are back, and we are going to get into our afternoon tea. So I had an interesting question today because I'm just a weirdo like this. So what is one conspiracy theory that you almost or actually do believe? And Nick, you can actually chime in here if you have one at the top of your head. I'll let Shelly go first.
I think
it could be anything, any topic.
This one, I took a class and we had to like write on conspiracy theories, but I think it was the one where like we didn't really land on the moon or something like that.
What?
Yeah.
Who said
and like
that?
there's all this like evidence that shows it was either that or like aliens are real or something like that.
Okay, I believe
either
that.
way, I don't know how I feel. I mean, the whole aliens thing, yes, I definitely feel like we have aliens.
There's no way there's not aliens.
There is.
The universe is just way too big.
They may not come out like Independence Day, but
yeah, my sister said, what if they're there and they just see how destructive we are and so they're avoiding us? Like, people have said, what if there's other entities out there, but we're like bottom of the barrel worse, and so everyone just avoids us?
I don't know. Maybe what if they are there, but they're just waiting to be called upon?
Aliens, help.
Because, we do have Area 4, Area 54, what is it called?
Trump won't leave office.
Area 4.
We think the earth is finna fall
Area
apart.
51.
Florida going underwater. Help.
Right.
If you needed a call, like,
right.
Help us.
I mean, we have a whole restricted area in California.
Yeah.
So,
what do y'all really think is in Area 51? Are they hiding like alien bodies that they found and they're like working on them, or is there aliens in cages? What if it's an alien jail? All the like other species they found on Earth and they locked them up.
I think they're cloning people and aliens.
Really?
Yeah. If we can genetically modify food, we can clone. We can clone.
I remember when that was a thing. People kept saying like, "Oh, this celebrity is a clone. This is a clone. This is a
clone.
Gucci clone." They thought Britney Spears was a clone.
Right.
Like, everybody's a clone. That would be interesting.
What's one conspiracy theory for you?
Girl, let me not take y'all too deep. I would have to say, I think this is gonna sound crazy, y'all. I think there are lizard people.
What?
Y'all never heard that conspiracy theory?
No.
I think there are lizard people.
Like people that are like lizards?
Yes. I think there are lizard people. I think there's like a name for them, but I won't get into like all the names because then it gets into all this weird spiritual conspiracy. They were here. They have their own planet apparently that they go to, but there's like some people that are lizard people, but they look like humans. And I only started believing this recently. I kept hearing about it, but then there was a guy on TV and he was like a news anchor, and you can't edit that type of thing. His eye like turned into lizard eyes real quick, and he like hurried up and like turned it back. And I've just seen
like some Men in Black
type
stuff.
Yeah. And so now I think there are people that are like half person, half a lizard. I think they're like us. They're just like a half.
They got little aliens.
They
press
got
the
little
dot and their face comes open.
Yeah. On some Men in Black stuff, they're probably normal and like are nice people, but they're half lizard.
What foundation you think they use?
What foundation?
To cover up their scales?
Yeah.
First of all, I don't think they use a foundation. I think they can like
Camouflage.
morph. Yeah. Because think of like a gecko or a chameleon.
Yeah,
they
where
can blend in.
Yeah.
I think they're like, oh, human. And like touched a human one day and looked like that human, and like, I don't know, the FBI probably came and killed that human and erased them from documentation.
Right.
And so now we think it's them, but it's a lizard person. That's what I believe.
Is there a documentary on this?
There is. It's on Hulu. Everyone
Hulu. Go to Hulu.
Nick, what do you think? Do you have a conspiracy theory that you believe or almost believe?
On the topic of the aliens thing, I would say chances are, yeah, there's probably aliens. I mean, life that's not on Earth, but I feel like chances are it's just like some worms or something like that, some bacteria.
Yeah.
In a planet like super far away, so far we're never gonna like see it actually.
Yeah.
Like I don't think they're like seeing us and they're like hiding from us. I just think that the likelihood is like, you know how many years there's been life on Earth.
Yeah.
And how relatively small a percent of that has been intelligent.
Yeah.
And how even smaller of that has had the capabilities to
like
get into
consciousness.
space.
Yeah.
Yeah. Think of that, and you also have to have the chance of what's the possibility that there's even life in the first place.
Right.
And how far away every single likelihood is.
You guys know another one? Speaking of like when you're talking about life and like before us.
Yeah.
What?
There was a conspiracy there. You know how they say like they've never found a T-Rex, like a full bone, like the bones?
Yeah.
They just have found like the head and then they put together other
parts,
old fossils that they found, but they never found it. People said they're because T-Rexes weren't real, they were dragons. Because all the pictures of like dinosaurs that we have were like man created. We don't actually have any full skeletons.
Well, I mean, we do.
What if they were dragons?
We do have full skeletons, though, don't we?
I can see that.
Not a full skeleton. They had look it up. They found the head of like a T-Rex, and they found like different bones from like other animals, and then they kind of put together what they thought it might look like based on the head. But what if they didn't? What if they were like, we can't prove dragons because if you say dragons are real, that opens up what else is real.
Well, I mean, aliens know. And they've been here before.
Other than the fact that they breathe fire, right? Which we've seen animals in the wild do weird things.
Yeah.
There's animals that can like there's an animal that can spit on something and it deteriorates.
Yeah.
So why is it so far-fetched that there was a big dragon that breathed fire and had the body of kind of like snakish? Like if you think about it, look at an alligator.
Yeah.
I mean, the only reason
if you made an alligator like 10 times the size and it breathed fire, it was like a dragon.
Yeah. I mean, like the only reason I would say, because you know, T-Rexes weren't the only, you know.
Yeah, not to say no dinosaurs weren't real, but like, dragons
the
were
only
there
reason
too.
that I would say that I don't think they breathe fire is just because we don't have the anatomy, we don't see the anatomy in them to suggest some sort of thing that would allow them to breathe fire. I mean, if they...
It wouldn't be hard though, because imagine like, okay, so if there was the proper amount of CO2, right, which we breathe that,
right,
in their lungs, and they're breathing this, if they had some other chemical that we don't know about because we didn't have a chance to really study their anatomy, and dragon bones specifically would be hollow, which is why they wouldn't have fossilized completely and why you would only have the skull. So that makes sense.
You wouldn't, it's not that they fossilize, it's the fact that they leave, like, when they fall into the ground, they leave an imprint of their body in the mud. And then that imprint is filled in with other rocks. Yeah. That's what the fossils are.
Yeah, no, but I mean, they're actual bones, like when they recover bones, because that's also a fossil. They don't have any bones for the body.
Well, I mean, they have fossils of like
dinosaur.
Leaves. They have fossils like leaves
and don't
stuff.
fossils like deteriorate after a while?
Especially if the bones are more hollow.
Right.
Like they're saying that they would have been in dragons, which would explain why we don't have a full body of one.
Yeah.
And then also, if these are mystical creatures, who's to say that they even deteriorate the same way we deteriorate?
Right.
I think dragons are real.
I think anything that has to do with science or any type of conspiracy theory with science is real, because you can't. Science proves everything.
I think science proves more than what they meant for it to prove to us. Like, I think about this all the time. This is something that like I think about at 3 a.m. when I wake up. So we know in science that we are just atoms. We're matter, right? We're energy, essentially. And we know, scientifically proven, energy cannot be destroyed, only transferred to a new body. Why do y'all really think we die and just be dead?
Yeah.
According to science, that's not possible. We can't just die.
I mean,
it's a transfer of energy, like you said.
It's your consciousness is energy.
Yeah.
If we have proven with science that
we
have not had a way to destroy it.
If you can have an out-of-body experience, you can do that.
I mean, my thing is that human bodies are just really, really, like, wet Rube Goldberg machines.
No, I'm not talking about the body. I'm talking about our literal consciousness.
Yeah.
Our consciousness is just a flow of energy.
Yeah.
If you can't destroy energy when you die, where does your consciousness go? It doesn't just cease to exist.
Scientifically,
it's something you don't see, so maybe it just.
I think scientists can't tell us that there is an afterlife, because then people would just kill themselves.
Well, I mean, people don't know.
And be like,
That, and then
I'm
you have too
opting out.
many like religions and stuff like that.
Yeah, that
I
too.
can say that they probably
keeping
they
world
probably
order.
definitely don't. Scientists don't know where the consciousness goes because they don't know what the consciousness still
But
is.
I know that they know that we don't just
No
die.
one knows anything. No
I
one
think
knows
they know.
anything.
That's my conspiracy theory that I believe. I think they know. I think they may not know exactly what happens
Yeah.
after we die, but
Who's
they
they?
know you know who they are. The
They can't
people.
say too
You
much.
have
you
way
know?
too
They
much
can't
faith
say
in
too
people's
much.
They can't
intelligence.
say too much.
Way
because-
too much faith in
Yeah,
people's intelligence.
They can't tell us
Because
because
then you'll cause a panic.
right, so many things, like you said, religion, like so many things would like be shaken up by that. But I think they know. They may not know, okay, where does it go? But clearly science has proven you cannot destroy energy. If within the human body, the thing that makes us conscious and functioning is energy, we don't die. I don't
mean-
know. I can't I'm not God. I don't know what happens.
Right.
I can say,
But I don't think we just cease to exist.
I could say a lot of scientists have definitely said there's no afterlife, and people just say no. So I don't think there's gonna be a panic. I think that they just say like, well, no.
Well, no,
I know
because-
that there's afterlife.
But
Look.
imagine if a scientist came out and said, there's an afterlife. I have proof. You don't die. Here's what happens. What? Let's say that this really, really freaking happened. Like
People
this.
would probably think he's crazy.
Well, I mean that does happen all the time.
But
too,
let's say
that's the
for a
thing, it's
split
science.
second they believed him. How do you think people would react?
They would.
Well, they would have to have proof.
I mean, if
That's
you
the whole thing.
no, we're saying if
A
the science
scientist,
came out
like
and proved
hypothesis,
it,
Yeah.
showed
theory,
everybody and
experiment,
proved it.
yeah.
How do you think?
How do you think people would
react?
respond?
That's the thing is about science is that when a scientist does come out, then the scientists would bring the proof, and then other scientists would go, okay, how's
Okay,
your
but
proof?
you're-
And let me.
You're
let
not
me see
answering the
that.
question.
You're not answering the question
my,
at all.
my answer is that I think that scientists. It's already happened a lot before. If you see any if you look at any like YouTube videos of
Yeah.
scientists trying to prove the afterlife, you'll see. They're not exactly say oh I'll debate your theory because it's been happening all the time, but like people won't laugh at them, but they won't also freak out at them. They'll be like, how can I take this information, and also what can I say about it? Because there's no 100% concrete evidence.
We're just
for
no,
against it.
I know we know that.
we're
We're
not-
just speaking hypothetically.
This
Yeah,
is
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
I want to
What
clarify
if?
that the question is conspiracy theories that you believe. We're not looking for facts here.
Right.
This is
We're
a conspiracy based
right,
conversation.
and we're just
only.
saying hypothetically, we know it has to be tested multiple
Yeah.
We're
times.
saying in the
But
event that
say
he-
it was
yeah.
tested multiple times,
Right.
And we're
And
given
proven.
proof.
If somebody
what
had
would you-
100% proof of the afterlife.
yes.
Yes.
How do you think people would react?
I already know what I would do.
I mean, what type of afterlife?
Okay, maybe Nick
Okay.
is not the best.
No, I mean,
person to
Yes.
of Christian afterlife or,
No,
or
no,
that's
Muslim
what
now
afterlife.
you're getting too
You're
deep
getting
into
too
it. You're
specific.
getting too deep into
What
it.
do you
That's
think,
because
Shelly? How do you think people would react?
people would just I think people would cause a panic.
Bro.
Really?
Some people would panic. Some people would want to try.
How would you
it.
react specifically?
I wouldn't do anything to reach that. Like I wouldn't
Okay.
kill myself or anything.
Okay.
Because that's an unnatural thing.
Mm.
I would be
Would you
messing up my
think that-
time's course. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
So do you think? I
I
wish
don't
we
wanna
just
mess
had
up.
all the knowledge in the world.
Right.
Do you think if you kill yourself, then it affects what your afterlife is or what
Yeah.
that option is?
Yeah.
In my head, okay. Here's
Like how they taught you in school, like
Yeah.
what is that culture with afterlife, or you step on a bug, you come back as that bug. Yeah, I believe all that.
I do not.
Just like
What if I came back as a beetle?
What you put out is what you give.
Yeah.
What you get back.
Or like,
That's
what if
the
it's
same
kind of
thing.
like the caste system in India, where it's like, if you are born poor but you like die like better than poor, you come into the next life middle class.
Can I say something on that real quick?
believe that.
So, with that idea, I thought about this actually myself. So, what if there is reincarnation? But the thing is that for it to work, and the idea with reincarnation is that you don't remember your past lives.
I think we sign contracts. Here's what this is my idea.
You know what?
And this is not attached to any religion. I pulled this from like everywhere because I've studied Hindu, I've studied Jainism, which is another big religion out there. I've studied like a lot of religion. I had a phase.
Yeah.
And so I feel like reincarnation probably is a thing because it would explain what happens to our consciousness, because you can't destroy energy. So unless we're just floating in the abyss or go straight to heaven, reincarnation. I think what happens is you get to choose, because here we have a physical form. Like you can touch, you can taste, I don't think your consciousness could do that on its own. And so I think you go, like you pass away, and then they're like, okay, what do you want to do now? Like, you want to go to heaven and just live as this like cloud of energy, or do you want to go back to earth? Okay, you want to go back to earth. Okay, here's your contract. This is what you're going to come back as. Like, yeah. And I feel like when you sign that contract, like, you know what you're going into, but then when you get there, you don't remember.
That's probably the reason why people say, oh, you've been here before. You've been on this earth before. Yeah. Or like, you know, people
because you notice how some babies,
and it's like, okay, something has been here before me.
Or if you did a bad job, maybe you don't get a choice. Maybe they're like, okay, no, you go back again till you do it right.
Yeah,
and, I mean,
because think
but
about
you come as a different person.
Yeah, think about it. God, when I think about gods, I think about our parents. Mm-hmm. Think about how your parents are. I know that's how my mom is. Like, oh, you didn't do it right? Okay, nope, go try again. You're gonna keep doing it till you get it right. Yeah. What if that's all life is? What if it's like, this is how I want you to do it, and I'm gonna keep sending you back till you get it?
Yeah.
And you mentioned the law of thermodynamics, the no matter created or destroyed, just transferred. Mm-hmm. And I mean, if you consider consciousness as you've assigned it to the energy within your your brain, the energy that makes up your thoughts.
Yeah.
Technically, that is scientifically, that the energy that is in your mind that creates your consciousness. Once you die, that energy is put back into the soil and then is put into food, goes into somebody else's mind, and scientifically, that is always happening. Yeah. Always happening. Mm-hmm. So, some people, I like to sometimes think like, well, if it's not literal, I can say without a doubt that metaphorically, 100% factual. Yeah. Even if it's not literal, I know that metaphorically,
we don't. Yeah.
And metaphorically,
and that's why I'm like, it's like that's like the best conspiracy theory to me, because I mean, it just makes it endless.
You get too deep into it.
You can go, man. Yeah. Have you ever been on YouTube
start like,
looking at
okay,
stuff?
wait, is my brain right now?
Is this real? Is it all a simulation?
It can drive you crazy.
You can go insane. I was about to ask you, have you ever been on YouTube and like you're just watching videos, and you may start at the most normal thing. You might start at a cooking video, and you just end up in that YouTube dark hole, and you're watching a video about the Anunnaki, and they're coming back to like the Earth, and they're gonna change it. Like, you just get deep. You get deep into that conspiracy theory, and it's interesting. You can't lie and say it's not interesting. Okay.
Remember what you said about people coming back, right?
Yeah.
What if that's what ghosts are? What if we're living in two-dimensional worlds? So we like a doppelganger kind of. So like
kind of like
you're walking
that
around,
but there's like another you.
I know you know us. Yeah. But like, what if like we're walking around this world, but then there's also another world that we can't see of people that are walking around us, and that's what we consider ghosts.
Oh no, I actually thought about this.
And then like you can see them when you want to see
when
them.
they want to.
Can I say something real quick? Can I say,
but okay, wait. So interesting. I know this is all a theory, but in your theory, why can they see us?
Yeah. Because they're in the afterlife, and they're given another chance to go around again.
Oh, so they're doing their do-over, but we just can't see them doing it. So they didn't really die. They just had I like that.
Here's my. I like that. I actually thought about this. I had like a long, because I remember getting into that part of YouTube when I was really young, and that messed me up for a while. Because I was like, oh my God, what is my reality?
Right.
But I actually thought about this for a while, and then I suddenly came to the thought, like, what if, there are ghosts, but not in the thought that we have where they are in a physical space, but within our minds. But like an artifact of our perception that is not influenced by ourselves.
What do you mean?
I mean that when somebody, and it kind of stays along the same vein of when someone dies, they leave behind something, but not something physical, but something that that they were
like
there.
Like an energetic mark.
That that they were there, and like something within yourself. Your mind isn't 100% from yourself. It is something
left. I know what you're talking about.
There's primal things. There's just physical things that you're preconceived to, but some things that you can the ghosts are there in your mind because they are actually what you saw.
Yeah.
But they're not there physically.
There's been people that have said they had. Have you ever heard those people that said they had like the memories of their past life? Like they call it. It's like a specific thing. They go into this deep trance, and you're supposed to remember your past life, what your soul did on the earth before. And I saw a girl that this is on TikTok, so I don't know how real it's, but she's Haitian, and they voodoo, So she said she did a past life remission from like a long like millennia ago. Yeah. And apparently she had children. Her children murdered their father and she got mad at her children and she murdered all the people that were involved. Which I thought it was interesting that she said this, that she had this past life story from it, because there's actually like an African folklore that when explaining the creation story, this is something that actually happened. There was a family, a wife and a husband, and the kids got angry for whatever reason, killed the husband, and then them and the wife went to war. But in that story, the kids actually ended up killing the wife. They lost. So it's just, when I look at like even religion, right? And how different religions all have certain things in common, or like how every culture has like a Cinderella story. They all have their different version of Cinderella. Like, I think we all share like these weird past ancestors, and we've just been reincarnated. Like, what if we are the same people? You know how like a baby is born and they're like, oh, a new life. What if we haven't had a new life in like 6 millennia and it's just been the same souls reincarnated back on Earth?
What if
over and over and over?
Here's even deeper. What if, you know how like DNA, you know, is the physical structure, but DNA can't carry your memories. What if it carries the preconceived memory in like blueprint, where you have a like in your mind, because of how your mind is built and how your neurons are connected and all that, you're preconceived to a memory that you didn't actually have.
I feel that way. I feel like sometimes when dreams happen, I'm like, sometimes, especially lately, my dreams have been so vivid. Sometimes I feel like it's not a dream. I just went to sleep and somehow
lucid dreaming.
Fell into a different dimension, because it's me. I've had dreams of me sitting in my room speaking a language that I do not speak.
Yeah, lucid dreaming.
And knew what I was talking about. I was like, did I just fall into another dimension? Like, what's going on?
On that, what are your thoughts on sleep paralysis? Have you ever had it, and
often?
You have
almost 3 times out the week.
You just get up out of your sleep and just walk around?
No, that's not sleep paralysis. That's sleep
the opposite of sleep paralysis.
Like, wait,
no,
what?
it's when you are consciously awake, but your body is still, you can't move.
Because like, you know how when you're sleeping that your body will like stop signals from your brain getting to your body, so that when you're dreaming and you're moving in your dream, your body isn't actually moving. Yeah. So it'll block that but like you awake, but it hasn't unblocked the movement, so you can't move at all.
Okay, so I've had this happen in 2 ways. In the way where I'm aware I want to move, but I cannot. And when I was younger, I used to get very scared. Like, oh my God, what's happening? But it happens to me so much that now I just kind of wait it through. Yeah. I'm like, all right, whenever you're ready, body, I'm here. Like, and it'll happen. But the other thing that I've been experiencing more recently is, I don't know how to say this, involuntary movements in my sleep. And I didn't realize I was doing it until my cat attacked me in the middle of the night, because I was moving around that much. It was like I was doing a military march in my sleep, laying down. And I'm literally moving my feet like this. Keep in mind, my cat sleeps at the edge of the bed. So she's just like this.
Bro, what are you doing?
You know? And she like bit my toe, and I woke up and I'm like, why'd she bite my toe? But I knew why she bit my toe. Yeah. I just wasn't in control. And I wasn't dreaming. That's what was crazy. There was nothing happening. It just one of those like weird in between. This is why I believe there's things going on that we can't see.
Yeah, always.
There's probably like an ex-military ghost that wanted to practice his march and like used my body to do it. It was weird. I don't know.
That's the thing. I think everybody, you say there's things beyond our control, and I think everybody automatically assumes that's within our physical realm. And
it doesn't have to be.
Not necessarily within our own psyche.
It's literally within something that we don't know. Because they say there's a lot of the human brain that we haven't even tapped into.
What if the rest of when it comes to human brains? We have no idea how that stuff goes on.
What if the rest of that, we haven't tapped into it because we don't have the clearance?
You need shrooms.
We may not it simply may be a situation where we are not cleared to tap into that part because we think that our being belongs to us, but
because you can get too deep into it, you can go to a place where you can't come back from.
You gotta understand that there's a 2-pound ball of meat in your head that somehow gained consciousness.
What if our brain is just where all the other dimensions are? What if we keep thinking the dimensions are out here, but this is the stimulation and our brain is where everything is really popping off?
Conspiracy.
Right? Love it. So that was our afternoon tea segment. Very wacky, I think, but I just wanted to talk about something lighthearted. And I feel like, I don't know about y'all, but I keep looking at all these different conspiracy theories throughout this entire quarantine. Like, I just end up looking at all these conspiracy theories about aliens and like the government, Pizzagate, you know, all this weird stuff. So I just wanted to talk about that. But we're going to take a quick break, y'all, so y'all can come down off of our conspiracy theory talk.
I don't think we're too crazy.
Right. We're not too crazy, y'all. And we are going to play some songs for y'all. And then we're going to come right back and we're going to get with Shelly about our words of affirmation. So y'all are tuned in right now to ATL's Next 100. This is Next Now with your girl, Just Jada.
And Chelleyrene.
And we'll be right back.
Fill the bando up with bands, get a little bro them a job. You can come get rich with us, you gon' eat or you gon' starve. Keep it certified, here to sin, I pay them not to rob. Pop out 2020 color, and I'm riding in the stars. Know some people hate that I'm on top, I bulletproof the car. All the members make free bands, all packs live like they cracking cards. Juno for a fact, I keep it real, you still ain't take the chart. Why she talking crazy about me like gon' do more than my part? I can't play with my creation, give the world to my little boys. I've been saving more than I've been spending, that's what I be on. I'm a human, I'm not perfect, I know sometimes I be wrong. I'm like, come and put that on me, don't be running from me. If I like it, I spend money on it, get whatever from me. Put 6 figures in your business, I do real I drop cash at the dealership, they'll mail you pink slip. She make sure she keep her nails did and her wig fixed. Went to jail and that way held me down. She a real 100 rounds in a double drum. This a kill tech. Marco been in prison for a while, but he still flex. I told Brody them to park the car, but they still wreck. I don't think nobody around still, but I still check. I don't got 100 mil yet, I can't chill yet, but don't get it misconstrued yet. I get real checks, baby. Like we have real, have nobody in our business. We take lyric checks, say she like when I perform, so I go with my chains on and she handle her part, so I let her play the main role. Ain't had to get rich for these problems, still with the same folks, and I can't beef with none of you, not in the same boat. Never gonna get caught up about it, know how the game go. 10 chain bustin' look like rainbows. I'm like, come and put that on me, don't be running from me. If I like it, I spend money on it, get whatever from me. Put 6 figures in your business, I do real I drop cash at the dealership, they'll mail you pink slip. She make sure she keep her nails did and her wig fixed. Went to jail and that way held me down. She a real 100 rounds in a double drum. This a kill tech. Marco been in prison for a while, but he still flex. I'm like, come and put that on me, don't be running from me. If I like it, I spend money on it, get whatever from me.
You're listening to another DJ Young JD. Banger.
Baby, I'm thuggin', I can't be your boyfriend.
If only you were mine. If only you were mine.
Maybe I could be, but I don't know if I should be.
If only you were mine. If only you were mine.
I can't be yours, baby. You know I be on tour crazy.
If only you were mine. If only you were mine.
Just keep that on the low, baby. You know I got a gang of bitches stress they self out trying to be my favorite bitches. Bitches that won't let go when I used to fuck on basic bitches. But you, I fuck with you cause I get you. You like my clue. I don't judge you, but don't try me if I'm with you. That's cause I choose. Anyway, I'ma keep it 100. I like the way you penetrate. Would've said I love it, but you gon' manipulate and just take that anyway. Every time you ask me what we gon' be, I just grin and say, even if we fall off, I don't wanna let that take my friend away. I'm honest, I ain't gon' lie to your face, and you supposed to appreciate it. Otherwise, go round the way and let them suckers grease you, baby, gas you. Ride till you on E and go right past you. Now you stuck on steal until them junkyard dummies smash you. I ain't gon' lie, I see a good girl sometimes when I look in your eyes. Most times I just see through your ways lead me straight to your thighs. Plus I don't know what's on your mind. Always need your friends to co-sign. Never ask for you to be mine. Being yours, I don't have no time.
If only you were mine. If only you were mine.
Baby, I'm thuggin', I can't be your boyfriend.
If only you were mine. If only you were mine.
Maybe I could be, but I don't know if I should be.
If only you were mine. If only you were mine.
I can't be yours, baby. You know I be on tour crazy.
If only you were mine. If only you were mine.
Just keep that on the low, baby. You know how it
Damn,
goes.
it's fucked up if you think that I'ma be chasing these niggas. My phone off when I'm next to you, and I'm trying things that I never do. Your money long, but your head gone. My friends telling me don't. Problem is, you a street nigga, and you always sending me on. Truly, you are my best friend. I fell in love, and I can't pretend. Fly a break, so don't fall back. If we go together, just call it that. See, I show you all, cause I ain't ashamed of you. I'm just sick of playing all these guessing games with you. That it don't make me skin deep, and I ride, but I'm no damn fee. Test drive it, it's all yours. I miss you there when you on tour. Understand you a boss man, you busy getting your hustle on. But every nigga got one bitch that he call on when he feeling low. Got him bitch bitch, your main thing, your best drug, your worst pain, your girlfriend, your confidant. These niggas acting so nonchalant, but I know you need this. It ain't no secret. Plus I'm the loyal type. I'm just tryna make you mine. If only you were mine. If only you were mine.
Baby, I'm thugging. I can't be your boyfriend.
If only you were mine. If only you were mine.
Maybe I could be, but I don't know if I should be.
If only you were mine. If only you were mine.
I can't be yours, baby. You know I be on tour crazy.
If only you were mine. If only you were mine.
Just keep that on the low, baby. You know how it goes.
DJ Young JD. When you hear that drop, you know it's official.
Hello, guys, and we're
Hey,
back. We hope y'all like that little music break. And now I'm gonna pass it over to Nichelle. What do we have going on today?
Words of affirmation. So today we have resist your fear. Fear will never lead you to a positive end by TD Jakes.
Oh, I love him.
I love him too.
What made you pick that one for today?
Because I've just been noticing like a lot of people lately been saying like, oh, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do this.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, what's stopping you besides you're scared?
Nothing. Yeah.
Right. Sometimes you got to be scared to go do it, but then once you're in it, you're like, this wasn't that bad.
Yeah. You know, you ever heard those I don't know if this is even a real statement, but you know, Instagram turns everything into a statement.
Right.
Those little Instagram psychology posts, and they're like, if you ever get faced with a choice, choose the one that scares you most, because that's the one you'll grow from the most.
Yeah.
I believe that. And I feel like for me, like me and fear have always had a very funny relationship.
Yeah.
People think I don't feel it. But I always explain to people that courage is not the absence of fear.
Yeah.
It's the ability to work through it. And that's all I am. I'm not a fearless person at all.
Yeah.
So far from it. I'm a scared person. I'm usually scared going into new stuff. I don't know what to expect. I don't know, but I'm courageous enough to say, well, why would I not?
Fear is the number one reason why people don't want to do anything. Yeah. Because they're always scared. And I catch myself a lot, like when something new comes, I'll be like, oh, I'm just scared. Yeah. But then I'll be like, why am I scared? It's just because it's something new.
It's okay to be scared.
Yeah, it's okay to be scared because it's new. Yeah. But if it wasn't scary, then you wouldn't want to do it so bad.
You wouldn't learn from it. It wouldn't be worth it. I feel like a little bit of fear makes, if it works out, like that, and then
you feel stupid and you're like, oh dang, why was I scared?
It wasn't that bad. Like, so many things. It's so weird, but I think about when I was 18. Listen, I hope my mom is not watching. When I was 18, I was so rebellious when I was young, and I was like, when I turn 18, I'm gonna make my mom so mad. Like, I was just like, I'm just gonna do this stuff, and she's gonna be mad. And so as soon as I turned 18, I went to a tattoo shop. I didn't get a tattoo, but I got my boobs pierced, and I said, oh, she's gonna hate this. Yeah. Child, I get in there, I'm freaking terrified, Shelly. I'm scared. I'm like, she's like, oh, don't freak out, it won't be that bad. I'm like, you're about to put a needle through my nipple. Like, yes, it will be that bad. Right. And that was when I realized the difference between fear and courage, because I did it. I went through with it, and I said, that was so scary. Like, how did I do that? And I said, well, you must be a courageous person. Fear doesn't stop you from doing things, although it's really scary. I was sweating. I was so scared. But you just got to do stuff. Yeah. And I went home. Mom, I got my boobs pierced. And she was like, really? And I was like, yeah. She was like, let me see. I was like, okay. I showed it to her, and she was like, oh. And that was the last rebellious thing I did, because I realized she didn't care. Yeah. I was only ruining myself. Right. She was like, yeah, you got to live with it. My chest was in so much pain, Charlie. They think I went to sleep. No, I passed out on my couch for 7 hours from pain, because I was on fire. Like, why did you just do that? Right. Just to get back at my mom. Right. So yeah. She's
like, I bet you won't do that again.
And I did it. And she was right. And I did not. I learned my lesson. Right. So that was the time where I
don't let fear stop you. Don't let fear stop you.
Yeah, man. Just take a leap of faith. Don't be scared of the future.
Because what's the worst thing that could happen?
Nothing. Like, some things are either going to work out or they won't. Right. And either way, I feel like,
you won't know until you try.
Yeah. And I feel like everything is like how we were just talking about, like, reincarnation. I really do think everything is already, like, written. Like, our destinies are already, like, you know, whatever we're going to do. So I feel like you just go through life and just don't worry. Things are going to fall into place and they'll be okay.
Yep.
Trust in the universe. So yeah.
That was a good one.
That was a good one. We always have a good word of affirmation. You always give us a good quote. So now we want to move right into our Government Now segment. Y'all, this is like, Nick, you got to get the hand clap ready for this one. Just get it ready because this is big. So the House of Representatives passed a bill that decriminalized marijuana federally. This bill also states that it will remove penalties or expunged crimes from the records of any individuals who were incarcerated on nonviolent crimes, and it was, you know, basically about marijuana. This is something that I feel like we've been asking for years. And I think because the people are about to monetize the cannabis business so big, they know that they have to in order for this to. So
and it's making a lot of money.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know how many people are about to get out of jail?
It's a lot.
There was a lot of people that have been sitting in jail for years over like 2 grams of weed. Wrong place, wrong time.
Yeah.
You know? So
and they should really put in a program to help them get more acclimated with the public after being
that's a big thing
in jail for a long time.
They do enough of that. I know they have like the halfway houses,
but halfway I always hear halfway houses are just ways to go back to jail because they put all the same people. So like example, say you were an addict. They put all the people that you were hanging out with when you were an addict in that halfway house. So it's like, of course you're going to go back to that because you're around those same people. And then they have all these weird, strict rules that if you break them, you go right back. Yeah, no, they definitely need to. Maybe that should be our next thing that, like, Black people go after. Yeah. Y'all need to learn to acclimate people when they come out of jail because it seems like they always say once you in the system, like, the system's got you. Yeah. And that shouldn't be the case. You should go do your reform. It's a lot of PTSD. That's a lot of, trauma people had to deal with.
Yeah. And reform these prisons in general. Yeah. Because there's a lot going on inside of them. That trauma then comes, like you said, back onto the street, and it's crazy. But right now, this is to celebrate.
History's being made.
Do you have a hand clap for us, Nick? Like, this is amazing. I'm so happy that they passed this bill. Technically, it was passed under the Trump administration, technically. Yeah. If you think about it. So that'll be the one good thing
It still has to go to the Republicans to vote on for it.
Yeah. Which, like I said, they're the ones about to monetize this cannabis business. So I think it'll do them good to pass it. But
and this is just one step to making it legal federally.
Right. And once we're there, I think this whole drug epidemic that we've been in will start to
people
come out
will not see that marijuana is not a gateway drug.
Yeah, because
like,
it's
not
really not
marijuana.
It's
if anything, it's the stuff the doctors are giving you.
Now that's the real gateway,
right?
Because people get hooked on that stuff, and you can just go get a refill,
right?
Like that easy. Like I literally
they're so easy to give it to you.
I got my wisdom tooth pulled, and they gave me Percocets.
Yeah, same thing to me.
7 or 8 Percocets, and then had a refill that I could just go get. Yeah. I didn't even need to go to the doctor. They were like, if you need one, it was at the farm. Like I could have been addicted to perks. Yeah. So,
same with me.
Definitely. Also, Trump sent out a tweet informing everyone that Rudy Giuliani, his lawyer, has tested positive for the coronavirus. And he's currently being hospitalized over this diagnosis at Georgetown Hospital in D.C. and his condition is unknown. And this was reported by TMZ. And it was interesting because I saw a video of him at a conference and he's sitting next to a woman. I'm sorry, I don't know the woman's name. And he's not wearing a mask, but she is. And he says, if you're uncomfortable, I don't want you to have to be doing this. And she's like, what do you mean? And he's like, well, could you take off your mask so they can hear you properly? And everybody else in the room was like, we can hear her. We can hear her fine. Basically trying to encourage this woman to take off her mask. Yeah. And now you've tested. Thank God the woman said no. Right. Because now you've tested positive for COVID.
But if you notice, he's been not wearing a mask at all. Yeah. Yeah. So it was only a matter of time. This is just proof that you need to shut the country down. Just because people are still getting it.
Yeah, and they keep trying to push this. Oh, it's gonna be okay when half of the White House literally caught COVID and is currently getting it. Yeah, just fall into line. Let's just wear these masks real quick, do this little lockdown, and move on like the rest of the world. Yeah, we're the only country still.
Trump
in the
needs
deep
to get
of
real
it.
COVID, not COVID that supposedly lasts 3 days.
His fake COVID. Trump never got it.
Get some real COVID.
He was just like, I'm gonna get it and then I'm gonna recover and the American people are gonna love me.
No.
Yo, his PR team hates him.
Yes.
Because everything he does is the wrong thing to do.
You're a guinea pig.
I feel really bad for him. His PR team obviously hates him. They're like, what can we do to make the public despise him more? Right. Tell a blatant lie? And he just gets up there and does it. So Yeah, there's that. Speaking in Wilmington, Delaware, the U.S. President-elect Joe Biden said that he would not feel that it was necessary to make the coronavirus vaccine mandatory. His exact words were, "I will do everything in my power as president to encourage people to do the right thing. And when they do it, they can demonstrate that it matters and why it matters." And then he also said, "My hope is that they will then be inclined to say it's worth the patriotic duty to go ahead and protect other people." So this was something I felt the need to report on because there's been all these people, they're going to force it on us and then we're going to go into the new world order. And there's a lot, like, obviously, y'all know, love conspiracy theory, all into it. But I didn't want misinformation out about this specifically because there's already been so many, much. Right? So what we do know is that we've had lawmakers say that we could have the vaccine as early as next week here in America. It's already been passed in Australia. People are about to get it out there. Yeah. And so the big thing that they're saying is we want to get it to black people first. Black people are not going to take it. No. Let me just tell you that now. Y'all have guinea pigged us out way too many times. Me personally, I've had COVID twice already. Yeah. What am I taking a vaccine for? If I don't have the antibodies to fight it now, there's nothing you can pump me with that will make that pop. For me, just my logic. If they want to, they're going to. I think Biden is handling this right. I thought this is how he was going to handle it. Yeah. Because even outside of black people, a lot of people on the right, a lot of far right Republicans, they're the ones not wanting to wear masks. They don't want to shut down. I think they're going to force them into a vaccine.
Yeah, they're not going to do it.
They're not.
I knew they weren't going to force people to do the vaccine because you have way too many people that have different religions. And you can't violate
Not
them.
in America. Yeah, that wasn't going to go.
Maybe if we were like a four-world country or a third-world country or something like that. But you can't force people to get a vaccine. Like, you can't force us to get a flu shot. You can inform us, but you can't force us.
Right. And they were saying, like, oh, it's certain things you won't be able to do. And there was just all these stories coming out. I just want to clarify, from what I've seen, none of those stories are verified and real. The story about Ticketmaster, from what I've seen, was not verified to be real. It's just been a lot of conspiracy there and a lot of what I call fear mongering. It's been a lot of fear mongering about this whole situation. And like I said, I have no desire to take it. So this is not me telling people go get it. Yeah. I won't be. Yeah. Do with that what you will.
I don't think
But I think it should be a choice. Go ahead.
Necessarily force us, but like for traveling wise, they may either require you to provide proof that you've been vaccinated or provide a negative test. But they're not going to force it on you. Yeah. And first of all, I don't want to take a vaccine that my legs and my arms might fall off. And no, wait till the third, fourth trial.
Yeah. Somebody said that, like, why do y'all want to be the first round to like get it? And I'm like, you're right. We should probably wait 10 years to see how everybody
Obama
else does
and all of them were going to take the vaccine alive. Like,
good luck,
go
child.
ahead. That ain't going to make me want to do it.
Good luck for y'all. Because congratulations to those men.
When you got super high blood pressure out of nowhere, or you got a third brain or something growing on your neck, like, no, I'm okay.
No, I definitely, I see what they're trying to do, and I don't think that it's necessarily a bad thing, but at the same time, I'm not taking it. There's like a lot of reasons that go into why I personally, but like I said, biggest thing is I already had it twice.
Conspiracy theory. What if, why do you think there's something like sketchy about this? How come we can make a COVID vaccine so quick
and
we can't cure cancer?
Girl, I knew where you was going with that.
You got,
conspiracy theory.
A lot of stuff.
Every disease that we have a vaccination for
has a cure.
It is my opinion that it was created by somebody's government. Yeah. Because in order to create a vaccine, you have to know how to reverse engineer whatever the virus is that you're dealing with. Yeah. How do you know how to reverse engineer a virus unless you engineered it in the first place? So
you have to have an antidote.
Yeah. So I feel like everything that we have a cure for or a vaccine for, if you take this vaccine, you can't get it. I'm not saying the American government did it. Yeah. Somebody's government released this. You have to understand, Big Pharma is a big cash cow. Yeah. There is a lot of money. That's why medications, that's why marijuana was so heavily criminalized, because they couldn't monetize that at that time, and it made more sense to point people in the direction of Big Pharma and look at these pills we created that fight this thing that you're just dealing with. you weren't born with this. This is some type of, we did something in your food and something that made your human body do this.
And they showed us that they know how to create it. 'Cause look at Henrietta Lacks. Stole her DNA to cure cancer. So there's a cure for it, but you get too many people on that cure, you don't make money from it anymore.
Big pharma is big, and that's why
it's very
things
sad.
like Medicare for everybody is a big thing for them. What? No,
it's
that's
very
our
sad.
cash cow.
It's selfish and sad because when it was if it's their family,
Girl,
they
it's
want
capitalism. It's capitalism.
Yeah.
That's why you have people on the far right that are hard body capitalists. They want society to continue this way because they have monetized everything. You pay for water.
Yeah.
They didn't create water. It was here on Earth when we arrived.
Right.
Whenever we got here. But we pay for it.
Yeah.
If they could put air in a bottle,
and sell
we
it,
would
they
be
would.
paying for it by the ounce.
Yeah.
But they haven't figured out how to monetize that yet. But wait, now we have an airborne disease. So let's see what happens in the next few years if they monetize that.
Right.
Like, that's what capitalism is.
Which I think COVID was created and put out by the government too.
I believe so. Conspiracy theories here. Allegedly.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Conspiracy theory Monday.
I think that's what we should start doing this. Our favorite conspiracy theories. But that's what I think. I think if we have a vaccine for it, it's because we were able to reverse engineer the virus that we created.
Yeah.
And when I say we, I mean humans.
Yeah.
I don't know whose government, but so that's not why I want to. I already got it twice. I just want to emphasize that.
Yeah.
I have gotten and recovered from COVID twice. Now I know everybody can't do that. I just happen to be young and jive, and I can get it done. But with that being said, I'm really not scared to get it a third time if that's what it came down to.
Yeah. But I don't think they realize people can possibly die off this vaccine too. What's going in our bodies?
The same thing that you're trying to stop from killing us. That's what they do. They put a little bit of the virus in there.
Yep.
What if the wrong? And that's been a thing. Some people's bodies just don't react well, and then they don't make it. So no, it's a no for me,
it's
dog.
It's a no for me too.
I think I'm speaking on behalf of the rest of the Black community.
Right,
honestly.
I pass.
Y'all let us know how it goes.
Right.
We'll just keep wearing our mask, and we be socially distanced anyway. You know,
right.
Black people don't be all up in each other's space. We need 6 feet on a regular day. You know?
Yeah.
So it'll be fine. Good
Very
luck
true.
to y'all, though. Hope that works.
Right. Let us know how it goes.
Let us know. Hit us up in our DMs. Come to the Next Now Media. Let us know. But right now we're gonna take a quick song break, y'all, and then we're gonna come right back, and we're gonna finish up with our Black Excellence segment. It's our favorite segment.
Yes.
So right now, y'all are tuned in to ATL's Next 100. This is Next Now with your girl Just Jada
and Chelleyrene.
And we'll be right back.
Addicted by tyrant. Doesn't make sense now. Just got real, things are getting intense now. Talking about we a lot, oh, you speak French now. Giving me the sign, so I gotta take a hint now. I hit you up like, do you wanna hang right now? On the east side, and you know I'm with the gang right now. You say, do I own a watch? Do I know what time it is right now? It's after 2 a.m. and that's asking a lot of you right now. All she talking about is come and see me for once. Come and see me for once. You don't ever come to me. You don't ever come to me. All she ever says is come and see me for once. Come and see me for once. You don't ever come to me. You don't ever come to me. I've been up for 2 whole days thinking what I did to keep you going. Thumbing through the voicemails that you left me telling me where I went wrong. I'll admit I'm sorry when I feel I'm truly sorry. Things change, people change, feelings change too. Never thought the circumstances would have changed you. You said you never traded, no. I believed you when they told me don't. Yeah, I thought you meant it, But either way, you're still invited, and I can't even lie to you. Days, all you say is come and see me for once. Come and see me for once. You don't ever come to me. You don't ever come to me. All she hit me with is come and see me for once. Come and and see me for once. Y'all never come to me. Y'all never come to me. Why you gotta start, girl? Why you gotta start? I know we make time for the things that we want. I know you got another trying to play the part. Just cause he got a heart don't mean he got a heart. Could be standing in the field and he still ain't in the field. If anything should change, then I thought we had a deal. Lately you keep questioning what you get out the deal. Doing things to make me feel the way I make it feel. How hard is it to let you know when I'm coming home? That way you could be prepared, maybe take a couple sick days and not miss pay. I don't even know what things are looking like inside of your place or how it's decorated. This thing is getting one-sided, I can't even lie to you right now. Yeah. All she talking about is come and see me for once. Come and see me for once. Y'all never come to me. Y'all never come to me. Yeah. All she hit me with is come and see me for once. Come and see me for once. You don't ever come to me. You don't ever come to me.
Edited by Tyrant.
All right, guys, and we are back. Hope y'all like that. A little bit of Party Next Door. Real calm to get y'all out of our conspiracy theory space that we were in. So do you want to start off our Black Excellence segment?
Yes. Okay, I'm happy for her, but I'm kind of jealous because I need
What happened?
So, YouTube star and Wild 'N Out star, Pretty V,
love her.
collabed with Bel Air
What are you
Lux
talking
Rose.
about? I love her.
Yep, she collabed with brand ambassador for Bel Air Lux Rose.
Okay.
Yep.
Love that for her.
Pretty jealous.
I know.
I love me some Bel Air.
I've always wanted a liquor sponsor just to have one.
Right?
Just pop bottles.
Send me a case. Because, you know, Rick Ross
Brands
be big on it.
Cognac, 50 Cent. Stop playing. Sponsor me. Thank you.
Rick Ross. Come on now. I see you sending them cases out. I need a case.
Diddy you got a liquor too. Yep. So go ahead, send us
Ciroc
some
is
Ciroc.
good. I drink Ciroc.
Right. Sponsor us. Shout out to Pretty V though. I love her.
Yeah.
I didn't know where she was taking her brand, but I knew she could monetize it. I love just looking at her.
She's been doing a lot of different things. Like I know she dropped out she did the little album thing that she was doing for a while. Yeah. And she got her new house and everything.
Ooh, we love that for her. Can we get a hand clap for Pretty V?
Wow, now money came through.
Love her. And I hope Wild 'N Out makes its way back. I hope Viacom, especially since other people are coming at their necks, give Nick his stuff back.
Yeah, just give it to them and let him do what he wants on the show.
Yeah, give him his stuff.
Because you can't replace him.
Right. So the first Black news channel, 24 Hours News Channel, has officially been created.
Okay.
It is set to launch on February 10th because they wanted to do it, during Black History Month. And the founder is a Black man.
Okay.
He is a former Republican from Oklahoma.
Okay.
His name is J.C. Watts. And the network will premiere in 33 million households, primarily in large African-American markets like New York City, Los Angeles, and Atlanta.
About time.
It's about time.
What took so long?
I don't know. 24 hours, Black news. We gonna,
Look, y'all need some writers, some interns.
Some on-air news anchors.
Right. Come on now.
But no, I'm excited about that because we don't have anything. They sold BET to Viacom.
Yeah.
So that's not Black owned anymore.
Right.
We really just have OWN, which is Oprah's channel.
Yeah.
Tyler Perry's doing his own thing as well.
Yeah.
And now we have a Black news channel. We're going to have an all-Black cable network. Y'all keep on.
Right. We need it.
Right. Exciting. So Andrea Drummer, who is a chef and the co-owner of the Original Cannabis Cafe, and this is the country's first restaurant to legally sell pot on site for consumption. And she's the first woman to do this. This is a Black woman that did this.
Okay.
Can we get a hand clap for that? Because Black women are taking over. They're taking over. And like we said earlier in our government section, the House of Representatives just passed a bill to decriminalize and legalize marijuana. And they're also going to, release people and erase charges that had to do with that. They were nonviolent offenses. And so it's really good to see Black people capitalizing off of something that we've clearly been partaking in for a long time anyway, and find out a way to monetize it. So I love that the first Black woman to open up.
Do we know where her cafe's at?
I believe it is in LA.
Okay.
I'm going to say.
Yeah.
I believe it's in LA. And it will not be no C2, C3. It will not be.
Right.
This is cannabis.
Right.
Guys. The real deal, real spill. Edibles in your food.
Right.
Shrimp and grits.
Have you seen that show on Viceland?
Yes.
Bon Appetit?
Yes.
Yeah.
I watched that. Yeah. I'm glad you brought that up. Because that's when they said that's what I imagined. I'm like, great, amazing.
Right.
Meals.
Finally.
But you get hungrier because you're getting high.
They can pull it off in Amsterdam. They can pull it off here.
Right. I'm excited, honestly. I mean, this is the type of thing I would fly out to LA to visit that, to see what that was like. Just because, like, I mean, like I said, it's so great to see a black woman get to monetize that. Something that we were heavily policed about, something that they criminalized so bad, and it affected our communities so bad that now it's finally coming around, and we can see it in a different way because, like you said earlier, weed is not a gateway drug.
It's not.
If weed is a gateway drug,
it's a medicine. It's not even a drug. It's a plant.
It's a plant.
To be scientific
medicinal effects.
And that's what I don't understand. They use science to throw at us so much, but scientifically, marijuana is a plant. It grows.
Yeah. I told you what that is. Big Pharma. That's Big Pharma. But that has been our Black Excellence segment, and I guess that is our show for today.
Yes.
So it's actually been really great. I feel like we had a really good show today.
We did.
All of our conspiracy theorists, please head over to the
back.
Next Now Media. Yes, we'll be back. We're going to do this on Mondays. Head over to Next Now Media. Go to Shelly's Instagram. Go to my Instagram. Please let us know y'all favorite conspiracy theories. I just want to know.
If you have any new ones, I want to know.
DM me.
Yes.
I'll reply. I just want to know, like, what conspiracy theories do y'all have? Maybe you have one that I haven't heard that I need to hear. Because I'm going to start